Hello guys, welcome back to Life with Paulie. I am currently outside right now. It is currently October 4th and there is Annabelle, as you can see, relaxing on her nice blanket. And now she's getting a nice cold drink of water. I just had lunch, which I just picked up a Lunchable from Dollar General. Something small and easy. That's usually what I eat for lunch. And I got some barbecue Fritos right there, and of course my coffee. It is currently October 4th, and this is the situation right now. As you can see, the leaves are falling like crazy here in New York. However, today is a beautiful day out. It is 84 degrees. It's pretty warm, but it's not too humid, so I'm liking the weather today. I'm sitting outside just enjoying the weather, and as you can see there, the trees are starting to change color, and the leaves are definitely falling all over. Now, if you're unfamiliar with my channel, I just moved into my 2007 Saturn Ion a few months ago. I'm trying to save enough money to buy a minivan to turn into my tiny home on wheels. As you can see here, the leaves are changing colors. They're going to get more beautiful as time goes on because it is starting to get colder. Right now it's 84. Tomorrow it's supposed to be 80 again here in New York. I live in Coxsackie, New York, which is about 10 miles from Catskill, New York, the Catskill Mountains. And it's starting to get cooler here, but today is kind of a warm day at 84 degrees. Tomorrow's supposed to be 80. And I'm just hanging outside. After tomorrow, it's supposed to go back down again. It's supposed to go down to the 70s and at night into the 40s. So if you're unfamiliar with my channel, I moved into my 2007 Saturn Ion, which is right there. I parked by my daughter's shed and I use her power. I run a lead cord to my car to charge my phone and have a fan on. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm sitting outside. As you can see here, here's my chair. And I got a big fan blowing on me. I like this big fan. These are good fans. They're very powerful. This is a Hyper Tough fan from Walmart. I'm not going to stand by here too long because you probably can't hear me that well with it on. But these are high-powered fans. Again, Hyper Tough from Walmart that I bought. They're about $40, but they're very powerful and very good to have if you want a powerful big fan. And I put this outside because it keeps the bees and the mosquitoes and things like that away. If you have a big fan like this and a powerful one, the bees and the mosquitoes do not like to go by it. So that's why I got it outside right now. This is the back of my car, and it's kind of a mess right now. I'm in the process of doing different things for the winter time. As you can see here, this is the back of my car. I just bought this sleeping bag here, and this sleeping bag is good for weather down to 10 degrees. So that's why I bought this sleeping bag. I got this sleeping bag at Walmart. And back there, as you can see there, I have a thing now for my back window that I made out of a memory foam mattress. An old one that I cut into a piece to put in my back window there. This is mainly for winter. Now I can take that down and put it back up anytime I want. Right now I got it back up because I already went out for the day and I'm not going to go back out again. But this is mainly for winter to keep most of the cold out. That'll keep the cold out of my back window. I don't have nothing yet for my little windows. I'm going to think about that and see what I could do with that. I do have a sunshade that I always put up in front. That might keep a little bit of the heat in here at least for the front window. But I'm not too worried about it because I like the cold weather. The only thing that I need to worry about is my puppy. I want to make sure she's warm enough. If it gets really cold, of course, she'll be in my sleeping bag with me. And that sleeping bag is good to 10 degrees. I might get one that goes to 0 degrees because they do have sleeping bags that go to 0 degrees. But here in New York, it doesn't go to 0 too often. It does once in a while, but not too often. But I think it's going to be a little bit warmer in the car anyway than 0 degrees. And I could turn on the heat and then shut it off and the heat should stay in there pretty good, especially with what I got in the back window. And of course, Annabelle loves the grass, and she just loves it out here, and she's having fun today. I gave her some treats. She ate her breakfast, and she's had some fresh water. So yeah, that's what I'm doing today. I'm just hanging out on my daughter's property. She rents this place for $900 a month. Her house is over there. That's the house she rents for $900 a month, but she's got all this land, and I just love being out here in the nature. There is one little barn down there. They have some ducks and geese and roosters. Sometimes the roosters come up and see us and visit us, and I will feed them crackers and things. That's just an old swing set that somebody left here from before, I guess. But yeah, that's what I'm doing today, just enjoying the weather. I don't really like hot weather, but today is not, it's hot, it's 84, but it's not muggy, it's not humid out, and I think that's because winter is just about to hit New York, so we'll see. Now, if you're interested in seeing me turn my van into a tiny home and what I put into it, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below. But I also do other videos on my YouTube channel, including talking about different topics, different channels, and things like that. So my channel is kind of a variety channel, not just living in a car. I've shown my setup for the car already. As you can see, this is the back right here. This is the bed. The bed goes all the way back here. But I do fit in my car, which was pretty surprising to me. I have a twin memory foam mattress topper, and it's very soft, very comfortable for me and the puppy, and I just love it. Now, I'm not going to lie, car life can be easy, but it can be hard too. There are a lot of hard situations, and I can tell you right now, even if you choose the van life or the car life, it is not totally free. There's still a lot of things that you got to buy, and a lot of things that you're going to need for car life. One of them being these. These are sunshades, but I keep them on top of my car. For one, to keep the sun mostly out, but again, I also keep them on top of my car when it rains, to keep the rain out of my car so I could keep my front windows open. I had to figure that out myself because during the summertime when it rained, which it rained here a lot in New York, I would have to have my screens open, my windows open with the screens in them, as you can see here, but the rain would come in. So I put these on top of my car, and of course something to hold it. But I put these on top of my car when it rains. That way there I can have my windows open still when it rains, and the rain won't come into my car. So there are things that you're going to need to buy. I had to buy that bucket recently there to keep my food in and to keep other things in, so it wasn't all over the car. But as you can see here, I got a little bit of a mess here in the car again, and I have to clean it out again and straighten it out. And that's another thing that you got to keep in mind. If you're going to do the car life or the van life, you're going to have to constantly clean your areas and keep it uncluttered, because if you don't, you're not going to have no room to do anything, or you're not going to have no room to sleep, and that just is a bummer. So that's what I'm doing today, just sitting out here relaxing, straightening out the car again. I straighten it out almost every single day, no matter what I'm doing, because it does get cluttered fast. Remember that if you're in a car, especially in a car, this is a small car, I have a very limited amount of space. This is why I want to get a minivan or some type of van. I'm thinking a minivan. I was thinking an SUV, but I think I'm going to go with a minivan. And the reason why I want to go with a minivan is because an SUV has got more expensive parts and more expensive tires. Most SUVs got big tires. Like, this is a regular car tire right here, okay? An SUV has bigger tires than a regular car tire. A minivan has mainly small tires like car tires. So they range in about the same price, but an SUV has got bigger tires. So now I'm thinking more towards a minivan because it's smaller and it's got smaller parts and maybe cheaper parts. than an SUV would. So that's what I'm going to shoot towards now, is some type of minivan. If you have any suggestions on a minivan, it's not going to be a new minivan. It's going to be a used one. Of course, probably for $3,000 or $4,000, and I'm going to be buying it outright. I don't believe in paying payments on a van or a car, because then if something happens, your car or your van will get taken away from you, and then you will not have no more vehicle. So I buy my vehicles outright. I bought this car here outright for almost $4,000. It's been a good car to me. I've had it for 5 years, but I have put a lot of money into it. I actually just put $475 into it for new tie rods on the front because I had to get it inspected. I just got it re-inspected until next year, so I'm good on that. And I love this car because I live in New York, and this car is all plastic, so the outside of it doesn't rust. The doors don't rust. The only metal on this car is the roof, and the hood of the car is metal, but the doors and the fenders and everything else and the bumpers are plastic. But it does rust underneath, and this is a rust bucket underneath, and it's because of the winters. Of course, this is a 2007 too, so it's an older car. I just had, not too long ago, the gas lines replaced because the gas lines were totally rusted. Now the brake lines are also totally rusted. Even underneath the hood, they're totally rusted. Now I haven't had no trouble with brake lines, knock on wood, thank God, yet. But I will eventually, because like I said, it is very, very rusty and falling apart underneath. There's even a couple parts of the floor where I have a hole right through. So I need to work on saving this money to get my minivan to turn into my tiny home and get into a better vehicle. And that's what I'm working on right now. If you would like to watch that kind of content or any other kind of content, or you have any video suggestions for me, please put it in the comments below. Consider hitting the subscribe button to join the crew, and I will see you in my next video. I hope you're all having a great day, and see you later.